What's going on, everybody? We're here chilling with the sunset. It's all fucking orange and shit. So let's see how I can fucking put you guys so that you're what the fuck? Somewhat stable. What the fuck? I'll say again. What the fuck? I'm gonna say it again. Damn, that's not saying it again. I don't know if y'all can see a motherfucker. Dude. If y'all can't see me, y'all can hear me, and that's enough. Is it recorded though? Is Jesus Christ? Everything going badly, man. Everything going badly. Now, I'm gonna start ranting. About what? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna put my coat on because it's starting to get all chilly, man. The sun isn't fucking shining in my face anymore, man. It just fucking left. So what the fuck am I gonna rant about? I don't know what I'm gonna rant about, but I swear to God, if the phone like stops recording for no reason, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be fucking mad. What to rant about, man? What to rant about? Let's see, man. Fuck, man, it's cold. give me a second, boys. Give me a second, guys. What the fuck, man? Click off the video. Come back when I put my coat on. Jesus, Mother of God. Jesus, Lord Almighty. Whew. That is one pull. That my fucking coat just opened through the bottom. Rah. Dude, I didn't even know that could happen with these coats here. Well, anyway, what the fuck am I gonna talk about? I don't know. I have nothing to talk about. I'll fucking think of something. Give me like a couple of minutes of silence, man, and I'll fucking oh shit. I always think of something, guys. You know me. I always think of something. And lately I thought of some interesting things to talk about, right? If not, I wouldn't have talked for like 30 minutes each video, right? Fucking hell. But let's see, I'm chill now. So what to talk about with you guys? I don't know, man. Let me think. What things have happened lately? Not much has been happening, right? I mean, we've been sending outreach, right? Arian is doing outreach now, which is just awesome to see. Just because, I don't know, man, it's something that he thinks he's not really good at, right? Arian's constantly like, I'm shit at outreach, like I'm not good at outreach, whatever. But he does it regardless. So that's just fucking, it's baffling, you know? Especially in today's world, people don't do that, you know? If you're bad at something, or if you identify yourself as being bad at something, right? You forever stay bad at that thing. At least that's how a lot of people fucking think. But I love fucking I know these last couple of videos have been me ranting about how grateful is the word. How grateful I am for having these motherfuckers in my life. For my friends, right? My friends that are that share somewhat the same dream or the same range of dreams, right? And so, because we can't share the same dream, but that we can share the same distance. You know what I mean? Like far-reaching dreams is what I mean. Right, so I started by fuck, man. I remember like so let's see. Wait, let's do the calc. So August to September 1 to October 2 to November 3 to December 4 and to January 5. So a year and 5 months, more or less, since I decided that I wanted to change my life. Have I changed my life? No. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. In more ways than I can show. Right? Because I believe that I've changed my life from a year ago to now in the ways that are intangible, really. Like, I can't show them to you guys. I can't be like, look at the fucking Mercedes that I bought, or look at the fucking sales that we made in the past year and a half, right? I can't show that. But I can feel, I can understand this feeling, this sense of leaving boyhood behind, right? Which is an interesting fucking, I don't know, it's an interesting step, I guess, because you sort of decide yourself when you leave your own boyhood behind, right? When you start to become a man, you decide when that fucking path starts, right? Because obviously there's fucking man-childs, right? There's people who are 40 and still act like they're 12. So it's under your control. And I do find it kind of funny that in other cultures there's like this, or like in Elden cultures, I don't fucking know, there was this tangible process of, oh, now you are man, right? Like, now you are not boy, your boyhood has finalized, it has died, right? I don't fucking know. Maybe it's, I don't fucking know, man. Like, imagine in a fucking tribe where you had to go and kill a bear with your own fucking hands in order to become a man, you know? And if you didn't do that, you didn't become a man, right? Well, now we have none of that. We don't have this universal objective or tribal objective, you know, that's like common amongst the whole tribe, that we have to get through this objective in order to become a man. That doesn't exist now. So it's sort of like you're not forced, right? Fucking change the wording. You're not forced in any way to do this, right? That's why some fucking men are like pretty fucking lost, I think. But we're at a point where you have to, like, this defining point of becoming a man, right? You have to set it for yourself, right? You can't wait for society or your mom or whoever the fuck to claim you as a man with a fucking broadsword, right? Shit doesn't happen like that. And it's an interesting process that I haven't yet put my finger on, right? I haven't yet done that. But I can feel how I'm maturing, right? In very stupid ways, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I do feel progress from last year, where I was sending maybe 30 messages a day when I was in the outreach stage. I was sending 30 messages a day. I won't even fucking say that, bro. I was sending maybe 30 messages every 5 days, right? It was pretty shit, right? It was pretty like... And then I got mad at myself, and then I was getting mad at myself because I wasn't working as hard as I should be. Right, and I fucking got mad at myself, and this getting mad at myself made me not want to work. And it sort of became this fucking vicious cycle. I don't really have a point in this video. I don't have a point with most videos, to be fair. Well, 365 or 366 or some amount of those days a year ago as stupid as this sounds, right, for the people watching that aren't fucking Aryan, A year ago, I met a person that probably changed my life in ways that I still cannot comprehend. Right? It completely changed me. Because I went from working for this future version of myself, right? I went from working for me to working for Arian. And I'm going to explain what I mean by this. I don't mean like I went from being my own boss to Arian being my boss. I don't mean this. I mean that when I framed having to work before, a year ago, before meeting Arian, and before having anybody else on the entrepreneurial journey, I was like, you make it. If you make it, you are going to make it. And it's going to be awesome for you. Sure, your friends, your family will come by and will come with you, right? You'll bring them with you. But it'll be you who pulls the business out of fucking thin air. You know what I mean? And we don't care, as humans, we don't really fucking care about ourselves that much. As funny as it is to hear. We might like to talk about ourselves. We might like to think about ourselves. We might like to focus on our problems, right? But I don't think we love ourselves as much as we love other people. Right? And what I mean by this is, or other things, right? Like apart from you. Like separate from you, sorry. For example, you're more likely to remember your dog's medicine than you are your own. Right? Because you fucking love your dog. To some extent, maybe even more than you love yourself. Right? And what I'm trying to get at is that a year ago I was working for this fuck man, you're gonna make it and it's gonna be awesome type of mentality. And you're gonna get yourself out of this type of mentality. And I slacked. And I lacked in my outreach, and I lacked in my work, and I lacked in my hours and my input. Right? But now that it's not just my life depending on the work, right? Now that it's not just me who I have to work for, right? It hits different, right? Because sometimes I get up after a fucking night's sleep, when I sleep during the day, and I wake up and it's like, I don't know, 10, 11. And a great part of me is like, yo, man, go back to sleep, man. You don't gotta fucking work, man. Like, oh, who cares, man? And that's a year ago part of me. The almost egocentrical part of me that focuses on my benefits, right? And I don't give a fuck about my benefits. That's why it didn't work last year. But now, when I wake up at 10 or whatever, and I fucking, at 10 p.m. and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta fucking stay through the night sending outreach. And a part of my mind is like, why the fuck would you do that, man? That's fucking stupid, man. You can just chill, man. A year ago, I would have ceded to that part of me. But this year, there's another part of me that's like, okay, man, sure, this will do. You don't give a fuck about yourself, but you do give a fuck about your brother. You do give a fuck about Arian. You do give a fuck about this motherfucker that you've met online, which is fucking crazy to me. Fucking awesome. I never expected to like create such a connection online, to be honest with you. I subconsciously thought about this, right? Like, about how having Arian here has helped me work more because I have somebody else to work for, right? Somebody else is in my vision. Somebody else is suffering with me. Somebody else is in the process and is in the journey, right? I think this is the subconscious reason as to why I felt I needed to bring Diego and Ivano on. The reason which I thought I should bring them through in Koza. And I still think that it's the good option, right? It's a good, it's the proper step forward, right? Because in the same way that I'd be focusing on Aryan when I'm like, fuck, I can't not work because Aryan's life depends on me, way past my own, you know. Another fucking human's life depends on me and on the work that I put, on the willpower that I currently have, on the discipline that I get to fucking have, right? Another person's life depends, their future depends on me, right? Which obviously, fucking, I'm taking it to the extreme and it doesn't all depend on me, singularly, right? But thinking about it like that pushes me to do the work. And so I love actually having brought Ivano and Diego on, because even if these two motherfuckers haven't sent outreach yet, right? I know that they will in the future. I know they will help, okay? And I know that it's, as Aryan said in another video of his, right? A new chapter is unfolding in front of our very eyes. And the way that I can tell might sound kind of stupid, but seasons for me come in smells, right? There comes a point where my day-to-day starts smelling differently. And lately it's been smelling sweeter. Lately it's been smelling a weird type of nostalgia. I've been smelling nostalgia, but not, it's a very weird kind of feeling, because it's not a nostalgia where I'm thinking back. It's sort of a nostalgia where I smell a certain scent, right? In the morning when I wake up, whenever. And instead of taking me back to a moment in the past, it takes me forwards to a moment in the future, right? Hypothetical, of course, but I do believe that it's this feeling of nostalgia because I know that I'm going to be there one day. I know that that timeline exists. I'm on that timeline. I know that it's mine, right? I know I'm going to get it. And I know I'm going to bring these motherfuckers with me. This place is beautiful, but uncomfortable as fuck, man. I should have brought my chair. So I just want to fucking tell you guys, man. If you're fucking entrepreneuring around, you know, obviously nobody's gonna fucking listen to this entire video in order to get to this shitty ass advice, I guess. But who cares? I'm gonna fucking spew it out to see if I'm right. Because most of the time that I give out advice, it's because I want to know in the future if I was right. Stupid as it was, right? Why would I be spewing out all this fucking nonsense of fucking philosophy of fucking things if I didn't believe it to be true? Right? Sometimes I do think of what my life would have looked like. For example, the other day I thought about what would have happened if I didn't leave my university in Valencia, where I was studying biotechnology and ocean studies and marine sciences. Sorry. What would have happened? I don't know. Would the universe, would have God still allowed me to meet Aryan? would God still have allowed me to properly meet Diego? Because I met Diego properly when I came back from Valencia. Would I still have this drive? Would I still have all of this? And then I came to the realization, I'm kind of glad that I didn't go through any other path in my life. I'm glad that I chose every single choice that I did. I can't say that I regret anything. Really. I don't fucking regret anything. Because every single small decision, every single stupid thing I've done, every mistake, every fucking tear I've shed, every smile that I have laughed, every single one of those fucking things put together have put me where I am today. And today I am higher than I was last year. And next year we will be higher than we are this year. It's come to the point of nobody stopping us. We're doing this is happening. It's what it is, right? And I'm so grateful that I have these people along with me, right? Obviously, right? I wish I could bring more people. That being, I wish I could bring Crisi on with this. I wish Santi could give this a try. I wish so many people could hop on the path. But I can't force anybody on the path. I can't. I simply can't. I believe that it's God's decision in more than one way to fucking show me who I need to bring with. Right? And as stupid as it is, man, as stupid as it is, I truly believe that universe or God, whoever the fuck you want it to be, showed me that it was Ivano and Diego in more than one way. Obviously, the world is what you see it to be, right? And I'm probably seeing this because I want to see it, right? But Diego was all obsessed with his Shopify thing. Before this, right? Before I not even convinced him because I fucking did it. And one day he came, we were gonna trade, we were having a doobie beforehand. And that was the day. I think I even uploaded a video before I saw him, where I was all excited, walking around, explaining these ideas I was having. And he appeared, and I remember that I had thought through on almost a script for myself, right? A script so that I could lead Diego in the conversation that I was about to have with him, right? So that I could lead Diego and the conversation to sales, and that I could lead the conversation to teaching Diego about sales, right? That was the main idea. But I shit you not, I didn't have to do anything of that. I had to do nothing. Diego came to me, and one of the first things that he said to me was, I saw this guy who closed $1 million deal on the phone, on a sales call, right? And it was basically this 20-year-old, very young guy, right? Very young guy who was on a sales call pitching $1 million offer, right? Fucking hell. Like $1 million product. And he closes the deal after a very long iteration, like a very long session of objection handling. Very tough, very delicate, and the guy did it perfectly, in Spanish, super eloquently, and he closed $1 million deal. Right? And Diego came to me with this story. And I was looking at him just fucking baffled, because I was like, honestly, like, what came through my mind was, the universe put that video in front of you. Like, God put that video in front of you. As stupid as it is, God made you see with this little short, with this reel, with this YouTube video, I don't know what it was, right? But God, in some stupid little way, made you see the power of sales, made you see a possible, potential future, right? And I didn't have to do anything, right? Basically the same thing happened with Ivano. A bit different, right? But I was very excited for a couple of days that I had been able to bring Diego along, right? And the next step was bringing Ivano along. And I did throw a couple of phrases and sentences here and there about this thing that we were doing, but we didn't get too much into it, right? Until this fucking day, where I was like, all right, man, today I'm gonna fucking tell Ivano what the fuck's going on with Koza and everything, man. I'm gonna fucking, same thing, I fucking developed a fucking script of like, hey man, how you doing, and listening and everything, to slowly bringing him to the conversation. Bruh, when I tell you that we sit down, right, we're chilling, we talk for a solid 30 seconds, and he's like, dude, so what the fuck's going on with Koza, man? Can you like tell me about it, man? Can you tell me about what you guys are doing? Because I want to see if I can help. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck, man? What the actual fuck, man? And it's just baffling, you know, the path that we're on. It's very recent. I don't think that's the word. We're still on the start of the path. Here's what I mean. But I'm glad that we found a path that we can fucking stick to. Right. And yeah, God bless your family and Godspeed. Yeah, boy.